Howdy. In today's activity, we will be completing our work with this model by using a sketch on the end of the panel. I made this rectangle 7 inches tall so that I was sure I had 4 inches above the top of my deck panel, and then I extruded that through to make some concrete. The properties for Fusion 360 to treat this like concrete would be to set the physical material to stone, because obviously fully dried concrete behaves like stone. So once we're that far along, we are ready to go into our simulations. From the design menu, we will switch down to the simulation menu instead. I have set up all of my parameters. You want to constrain at least one surface, preferably 2, in order to collapse it correctly. And I applied a 100-ton weight. At this point in time, I should be able to play my compression stress test video. I'm going to use slow speed. And what actually ends up failing is the concrete first. Basically just collapses it, which that is not very surprising. Once you have run your simulation, which requires some cloud credits to stress test, you should have a result tool where you can generate a report. That report should be submitted with your MYP summative assessment. And you want to try to get that in PDF format to get the full report results. Again, I chose a 100-ton weight. That may not be necessary, but I wanted to be sure that I had some failure somewhere before I could continue with my test. Also, another important consideration is make sure you save after you move into the animation, the simulation screen. Make sure you save again so that you have a version. This is version 8, you'll notice, and I retained a version 7. So I have a version that is pre-simulation and a version that is post-simulation. So now, with that being said, you should have enough information to submit. Once you have your report generated, it takes 15 to 20 minutes to calculate, and that would be submitted to the hub on your MYP summative assessment.